Afternoon troops. You can tell from the get up. Someone's come straight from work. Ain't had time to get changed yet. Just salopets on, rods out. Finished at 2, fishing by 3. Another day, another drain. I was going to fish a different swim, a different stretch altogether. There was no parking. Normally there's a lay-by close by. Room for about 4 cars, maybe 5. You know it. Chocolate block full of dog walkers, so I couldn't even get my car in. So I've whipped along a little bit further than I was expecting to go, but I'm on a drain. I'm on a swim that was produced for me in the past. So we're in, 3 rods in. I'll run through the swim with you in a minute. We've got float fish dead baits. 2 are directly hooked, 1's hair rigged. I'll run through it with you in a minute. My hair rigged one is not a circle hook. I've gone back to me carp hook, so it's size 4 curved micro barb. So I'm hoping that's going to have better hooking properties. Interested to see how my direct hooked baits fare. The right hand rod I've got no issue with. That's a tried and tested rig. That's every time I've had a run on that, I've had a fish and landed it. Middle rod's my new setup with that soft trace running through the snout to bear the weight of the cast, with the hook protruding out the back of the fish. So I'm really interested to see how that performs, because casting wise and everything, it's brilliant. It really does work. I'm only fishing rivers and drains, so I'm not pumping it out on big gravel pits or reservoirs or locks. So yeah, so we've got 3 baits in. Let's have a look at this drain. Oh, look at me itching to go. I've got to get changed. But that's what we're after today. You see, we're after an instant hit, instant sport. You know, as I said in my last video, I've got 10 days on the bounce work, early shifts. Started fishing at 3. I could be here till 6, so I'll get 3 good hours in the afternoon. Let's see how it pans out. Let's hope it's action all the way. Let's have a look at this drain. Here's the swim. Whoop. Bit of debris. Nothing to get excited about. A bit of debris on the line. There's the rest down rod. That's half a herring, hair rigged, with a carp hook this time. Well, that's static dead, I'll say half a herring. And I've got about 3 foot of water here. It's not as low as it normally is, but it's still only 3 foot. So that's out there on the left hand side. In the middle, there's a whole roach, about 2.5 to 3 inches long. That's with the hook protruding out of the roach's back. Like, really interesting to see how that performs. Hopefully we get a run on that today. Hopefully we get a run on all of them today. So I'm sitting here in the shade. You can see the sunshine on the far bank. And the right hand rod, there it is. The right hand rod is a small sprat directly hooked through the snout, and that's only about 1.5 inches long. So I've got 2 small baits on, or 3 small baits for me. Even the half a herring is only 4 inches at the most. We've got 3 small baits, they're in the water. Let's hope that's the gateway to success. And the reason I picked this swim is there's a culvert just down there. There's water constantly running into the drain from there. I'm hoping that there's fry about. If there's fry about munching on the nutrients, there should be pike about. So it's an afternoon session, straight from work. Ain't got much time on the bank this week. I've only got 4 weeks of the season left. Let's hope we catch some pike. Did the old count? We're off the mark. What a bubba. Hair rigged, half a herring. Probably bigger than the fish itself. But we're up and running. Let's hope there's many more to come. Look at him. Witching hour across the fens, end of day one. Maybe. You never can tell, we might nab another one, troops. It ain't dark yet. It's getting dark quickly. I'm running out of light. It looks good on this, but I can assure you it's really dark. Thanks for watching, troops. Quick fire session. Let's hope we nick another one before we go home. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate all the views, all the comments, all the likes, all the subscriptions. Means a lot. But here we are, troop, witching hour. Look at that drain. Can be a hard taskmaster, this West Fen. We've had one. End of day one of the after work sessions. Can we nab a second? A big girl to go with the jack. It is really hard to see now. It looks good on the camera. So You zoom in, it goes really dark. Not on you, Pike. Well, welcome back, troops. Another day, another drain, and another quick 3-hour session in the after work series. You can't get out for a whole day. Got a couple of hours window in your day, can often pay dividends. I mean, we saw yesterday it weren't brilliant, but we had a fish. Might have been a jack, might have been the smallest jack in the drain, but we had one. We had a run. Got the old heart pumping and the juices flowing. So yeah, another day, another drain. We're out. Got 3 rods out already. You can see I'm out of breath. It's a young man's game, all this rushing around. So I finished work at 2. I'm fishing by 3. So hopefully this afternoon stroke this evening will be as productive as yesterday. We've got the same baits, same methods, same rods, same everything. Still ain't had a run on my directly hooked roach rig that I'm intrigued by, but that's out again. Got half a herring out again and a small sprat out again. So 2 are directly hooked, 1's hair rigged. We're in the water, we're in the game. I'll show you the swim in a second. Let me get my breath, get me work top off and work hat off. I'm preempting anything. I don't want a load of fish slime all over me work fleece. Let's have a look at this drain. There's my swim. The drain has got a very slow toe to it. Not much. The line's on the surface, so it's enough to put a bow in the line and get some leaves on the line. I'll show you in a minute, but my left dam rod, that's half a herring, hair rigged on the bottom, size 4 micro barbed curved carp hook. We'll see how that performs. Yesterday we had one on that rig and it worked absolutely fine, and it was a jack as well, so it weren't like it was a big mouth. You know, it was a jack and the rig still worked really well, so I'm quite pleased with that, with the hook. And that's what I mean about the leaves on the line. Look, that's my whole roach directly hooked, with the hook protruding out of the back of the roach, as I've shown you in the last couple of videos. Really intrigued to get a bite on that. I suppose it could beg the question, why don't you try the same rig on all 3 rods and see how it works, but you've got to keep your options open, haven't you? So that's a whole roach in the middle rod, And the right hand rod is down in the near side channel, just by the drop off there. And there's brambles and hawthorns all the way along there, so it's sheltered. So we've got a little sprat down there. All 3 rods are in, we're raring to go. Let's see if we can have a fish like yesterday. Well, 10 times the size of yesterday's, but you know what I mean. Let's hope we catch something today. No joy yet. Got about an hour of daylight left. Quick fire session, and it's not panned out yet, but it's not dark, and you know, I like to call it the witching hour. There's always a hope and a chance that we're going to get a run. Just reposition the baits again. I've boosted them with oil. Put one really tight, the small sprat I put really tight to the marginal shelf now. That's really close in. Just moving the other 2 around the swim every 20 minutes to half hour. So we've got the baits in. That's all we can do. It's very still, very quiet. It was foggy all day. It looks like the fog's moving in again. I'm hoping the low light levels produce something that, you know, they can do. So we're waiting for a run. So this is the second out of the, probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 this week I'm going to do after work. So, well, maybe even 4, yeah, if she puts up with it. But yeah, I mean, I finish work at 2, half 1, quarter to 2, so I get away normally. So we got some swans through the swim. So I hope, you know, most of the days I can be fishing by 3. It gives you a good 3 hours fishing. Yesterday we had a jack about this time, maybe a little bit earlier, so hoping on this venue we get a run around the same time. Hopefully something puts in an appearance, but at the moment it's a waiting game, I'm afraid, and the clock's ticking. What's going to be first, a fish or darkness? Let's hope it's the former. The fog's moving in now, the mist rolling in. Witching hour, or am I kidding myself? Everything's still, everything's calm. Can hear plenty of rooks in the background. Come on, let's have another fish. If we don't make it pay, thanks for watching, troops. Another short quick fire session after work. Sadly at the moment Looks like we're drawing a blank, but it ain't over till it's over.